Hidden Dangers of Sugar. Compiled and presented to you via TTS by Eric K. Kenyon Prepper. Dr. Sebi always warned about the dangers of sugar in the body. It's a major cause of many health issues and chronic illnesses. It's important to remember, however, that there are different ways that sugar can enter into your diet. While some are naturally in foods that are good for you, too much added sugar can be very harmful. The different types of sugar, also known as fruit sugar, fructose, is naturally found in fruit, some vegetables, and agave syrup. Fructose, an organic plant food, is safe to eat. However, fructose is commonly processed and added to other foods in the form of high fructose corn syrup. Consuming this processed form of fructose can have serious side effects. Glucose and sucrose are generally processed as a sweetener and added to foods, such as candy, ice cream, soft drinks, cereal, and others. These latter two sugars are particularly harmful, as they are absorbed directly into the bloodstream through the lining of the small intestine and actually increase blood sugar levels much more quickly than other sugars. This stimulates the release of insulin and reduces the liver's ability to generate its own glucose from other fuel sources. As Dr. Sebi has said, glucose is the underlying enemy. Whenever you indulge in glucose, it will be difficult to lose fat. Hidden Dangers of Sugar. 1. Dangers of sugar to our brain and mental well-being. Multiple studies have found a link between diets high in sugar and depression. Overconsumption of sugar triggers imbalances in certain brain chemicals. These imbalances can lead to depression and may even increase the long-term risk of developing a mental health disorder in some people. It can cause the brain to atrophy or shrink. And it can lead to small vessel disease, which restricts blood flow in the brain, causing cognitive difficulties and, if severe enough, spurring the development of vascular dementia. 2. Lowers intake of essential nutrients. The overconsumption of dietary sugar has the potential to increase the risk of osteoporosis by a. Increasing the urinary excretion of both calcium and magnesium, b. Reducing the intestinal absorption of calcium by lowering the levels of active vitamin D, and c. Impairing bone formation by reducing osteoblast. Common substances, such as sugar and caffeine, deplete the body's magnesium levels. 3. Accelerates aging. Sugar contributes to the formation of collagen, damaging ages. When our sugar levels are elevated, this age process is stimulated. It's sped up even more if sunlight is involved. So, instead of eating ice cream on the beach, opt for refreshing frozen fruit or a popsicle with no sugar added. 4. Tooth decay. Sugar has a direct connection to tooth decay. After eating foods that contain sugar, these molecules combine with saliva and bacteria present in the mouth. This combination leads to plaque on teeth. Left on teeth, plaque can dissolve enamel, which leads to cavities. 5. Gut health. A diet high in processed foods and added sugars can decrease the amount of good bacteria and diversity in your gut. Research suggests that this may lead to increased inflammation throughout the body. Inflammation can be the precursor to several diseases, including cancer. 6. Associated cancers. Every cell in your body uses blood sugar, glucose, for energy. But cancer cells use about 200 times more than normal cells. Tumors that start in the thin, flat, squamous cells in your lungs gobble up even more glucose. They need huge amounts of sugar to fuel their growth. 7. Addictive than cocaine. Sugar activates opiate and dopamine receptors at the same time. Sugar activates opiate and dopamine receptors in the brain. Ironically, these are the same happy chemicals that cause us to feel good when hanging out with loved ones and good friends. Studies suggest that every time we eat sweets, we are reinforcing the neural pathways associated with addiction, causing the brain to become increasingly hardwired to crave sugar. This is why one of the main dangers of sugar is that it creates an unhealthy addictive cycle like any other drug. Researchers in France have determined that the rewards experienced by the brain after consuming sugar are even more rewarding and attractive than the effects of cocaine.